Hello everyone, welcome to our YouTube channel Pharma Skills. Click on the bell icon to subscribe our channel. Today we'll see thin layer chromatography. First we will see what is chromatography. It is the technique or the process used for the separation of components. These components are separated from a mixture. So in this technique we have two phases. One is mobile phase and the another one is stationary phase. The mobile phase refers to the mixture of analyte and the other impurities. This will be dissolved in the solvents. The solvent will be gas or the liquid. Stationary phase will be consisting of solid or liquid medium. From the name we can say mobile phase, it will be moving phase, and stationary phase, this is the stagnant, this will be fixed. So in this technique we are allowing the mobile phase to move over the stationary phase. Now this mixture will get distributed. This will be giving us the solute, the component which we are separating. How we are now identifying the component? This we will be identified with the help of chromatogram. Chromatogram is nothing but the visual output. What we are getting the component, that is chromatogram. This can be seen with the help of this analytical procedures like NMR, mass spectrometry, IR, etc. Thin layer chromatography. Now we are seeing first technique under chromatography, that is thin layer chromatography. So this technique is used to isolate non-volatile mixture. So in the experiment will be conducted on the sheet. The sheet will be of aluminium, plastic or glass. The sheet will be coated with the adsorbent here. So the adsorbent here is nothing but the stationary phase. The adsorbent will be coated in a thin layer. So what are the materials which we are using as the adsorbents here are aluminium oxide, cellulose or silica gel. These are the adsorbents which we are using. This now on on the completion of separation, each component appears as spots separated vertically. Each spots has retention factor. The spots are nothing but the component which we are getting. This we are able to see with the help of spots. So each component have their retention factor. So this can be seen with the help of this formula RF. So the distance traveled by the sample is divided by the distance traveled by the solvent. So the mobile phase is the solvent in which we are dissolving our the sample. So the sample is traveling different distance from the solvent. From this we are able to calculate the retardation factor. So various factors are affecting the retardation factors, such as the amount of material which we are using, the solvent which we are using, adsorbent and temperature. This all will be affecting the retardation factor. So TLC is one of the fastest, least expensive, simplest and easiest chromatographic technique. Thin layer chromatography principle. Now what is the principle involved in TLC? So the principle depends on the separation, how this is getting separated. Separation is dependent on relative affinity. Affinity is nothing but how much the solvent is having affinity towards the adsorbent. So different component will have different affinity towards it. So on this basis the separation is taking place. So the compounds in the mobile phase moves over the stationary phase in the capillary action. The movement occurs in such a way that the compounds which have higher affinity to the stationary phase move slowly, while the other compounds travel faster. Okay, the stationary phase will be having affinity towards mobile phase. If the affinity is more, the travel is less. The component is getting stick over there, and if the affinity is less, it is traveling faster and moving some more distance. So this how we are getting the separation. Therefore the separation is attained. On completion of the separation process, the individual component from a mixture appear as spots. The respective levels on the plates. Their character and nature are identified by suitable detection techniques. Now we are using different techniques to detect the spots. Thin layer chromatography procedures. There are various steps involved in the thin layer chromatography. First one is selection of adsorbents. We are selecting the adsorbents. Secondly, we are preparing the TLC plates. There are different methods to prepare the TLC plates. The third is activation and purification of adsorbents. We are purifying and making it active. Fourth one is preparation and application of sample. Fifth one is selection of solvent system and mobile phase. Sixth one is development of chromatogram. Seventh, visualization of component. Eighth, evaluation of chromatogram. Now we'll see all these steps. First, selection of adsorbent. Now we are selecting the adsorbent which has to be used. Different coating materials like alumina, silica gel, cellulose, agar, polyamide, etc. are used as adsorbents. These are all the substances we are using as adsorbents in the thin layer chromatographic technique. These absorbents are selected based on the following factors. How we are selecting? So, in depending on these factors, we are selecting the adsorbents. First is their chemical nature, solubility of the compound, characteristic properties of the compound, chemical liability of the compound, particle size, adhesion of adsorbents to the glass slides. On this all this basis, we are selecting the adsorbents. What is their chemical nature, how soluble they are in the compound, so what are their properties, liability and the particle size, how they are able to adhere on the adsorbent. On this basis we are selecting. Second one is preparation of TLC plates. How we are preparing. This picture is showing the method how we are preparing. So we TLC preparation of plates with thin uniform layers. Thin layer is important, and the preparation is most important because it depends on how we are separating. If we do not prepare properly the plates, we are not be able to get the component properly. So it is more important to achieve greater resolution. The slurry or suspension is prepared and applied onto the plates. Generally, there are four methods of applying. The application is also very important. There are four methods. How we are First is pouring method, second is dipping method, third is spraying method, fourth is spreading methods. So these are four methods we are preparing the plate. So pouring, simply we are pouring on the slide the adsorbent. Then the second one is dipping, we are taking the slide and dipping it. From this we are preparing the plate. Third one is spraying, just by taking the slide we are spraying the adsorbent on it. Like how we'll prepare it. The spreading is we are taking something else to spread the uniformity is most important. If we do not attain uniformity, there will be not less there will be less chances to get a accurate product. So nowadays we are getting the ready TLC plates, no need to prepare. Third one is activation and purification of adsorbent. So prior to this usage, we need to make them activate and purify. So adsorbent in the coating material must be activated. That is, the liquid present in the adsorbent layer must be evaporated. We are evaporating here the adsorbent. This is achieved by drying the plates. First we are drying the plates in the air for 5 to 10 minutes. Then we are heating them in the oven for 30 minutes at 100 degrees centigrade. The plates after activation, now they are getting activated, and these are placed in the oven or desiccator for further use. Now on heating they get purified. Preparation and application of sample. How we are preparing here the sample and applying it. So the sample to be used is analyzed, is dissolved in a suitable solvent and dried. Now the sample which we has to be analyzed, we are dissolving in the solvent. Solvent is nothing but the mobile phase. We are dissolving it and we are drying it. Micro pipettes, loops and micro syringes. These are used to apply the sample on the TLC plates. Now the TLC plates we are applying the sample. A line of origin is marked. See, first we are making the line of origin. We are marking it with pencil. We can draw a line and we can spot from this line from 1 to 2 centimeters distance we are keeping, and then we are applying the sample on what the origin line we have drawn. No, here we can drop the sample. We can mark here the which sample A, B. See the picture. We have drawn the origin line and we have kept 1 to 2 centimeters distance, and we have spotted the components. First one is sample A and sample B. Fifth is a selection of solvent system or mobile phase. Now the solvent system what we have to use or the mobile phase we are selecting it. The solvent system or the mobile phase used in TLC is selected on these phases. On these phases, the solvent is selected. The chemical nature of the substance to be resolved, the chemical nature of stationary phase used. These both are important. The chemical nature of the mobile phase and stationary phase. On this basis, we are selecting it. And the type of chromatographic mode we are using, and the type of separation, what separation has to be achieved. Now sixth, development of chromatogram. Now we are developing the chromatogram. See, we have drawn the origin and we have now see the distance. So this is achieved by means of development tanks, which are similar to those used in paper chromatography. The development tanks are rectangular in shape and are composed of either glass, stainless steel or plastic. We are taking a development tank, we are keeping our slide in it, and we are able to see the distance traveled by our solvent. The component is traveled here, we can see here. It will be seen in the color. Now we are visualizing the component. Physical method, there are two methods used. One is physical method and chemical method. These two methods are used for visualization. In the physical method, colored compounds. The color we will see, this will lead to the detection of the component. Colored compounds are detected visually, whereas colorless compounds are detected using UV light or by means of iodine. If we are able to see the color, then it will be visually seen. If it is colorless, then we will be using these other techniques like UV or other. Chemical method. Here we are using chemicals to see the component. Chemical method involves usage of detecting agents like iodine or sulfuric acid. These two can be used as chemical agents. 8. Evaluation. Now we are evaluating the chromatogram. So after visualizing the spots on the plates, their positions, and they are evaluated using RF value. Now on the basis of RF, we can determine. RF value is the ratio of distance traveled by the substance to the distance traveled by the solvent. As we have seen before, the distance traveled by the sample, and we are dividing this to the distance traveled by the solvent. Higher RF value, lesser the polarity of the substance. Lower RF value, higher the polarity of the substance. If we are getting more RF value, then their polarity towards the substance is less. If we are getting lower RF value, then the polarity towards the substance is high. RF is equal to distance traveled by the compound to dividing by distance traveled by the solvent. see how the solvent is traveling and how the compound is traveled, and different compound will have different RF value, so according to them they are traveled, so we can determine the compound here. These are step by step procedures how we have determined. First we have taken the origin and we have spotted the compounds. Next we have used tank for determination, and then we have seen the we have visualized, and we have evaluated it. We can calculate with this RF. The applications of thin layer chromatography. There are various applications of this technique. We can separate multiple components using this technique. Separating multiple component pharmaceutical formulations is one of the major use of TLC. The qualitative testing of various medicines. We are testing the medicines here, such as sedatives, local anesthetics, anticonvulsants, tranquilizers, analgesic, antihistamines, steroids, hypnotics. This all classified classification we can test using this TLC method. TLC is extremely useful in biochemical analysis, such as separation or isolation of biochemical metabolites from the blood, plasma, urine, blood fluid, serum. In biochemical analysis, it also TLC is used. We are separating blood plasma from the blood. Like this, it can be used as biochemical and in biochemical analysis. Thin layer chromatography is also used to identify natural products like oils, volatile oils, fixed oils, glycosides, waxes, alkaloids, etc. It is widely used in separating multi-component pharmaceutical formulations. It is also used in purifying the samples. It is used in food industry also. It is used to separate colors, sweetening agents, and preservatives. It is also used in cosmetic industries. It is used to study if a reaction is complete or not. And these are all the applications of thin layer chromatography. I hope you all get the topic, thin layer chromatography. If any doubt, you can comment. Please do like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching.